She was a global icon, a trailblazer in aviation and a symbol of fearless ambition. On July 2nd, 1937, Amelia Earhart vanished in the middle of the Pacific Ocean and was never seen again. What really happened to one of the most famous women in history? This mystery has puzzled the world for more than 80 years. Today, we are diving deep into the final flight, the theories, and the continuing search for answers. Welcome back to the channel where we explore the world's most baffling unsolved cases. If you love mysteries, make sure to subscribe and tap that bell. Let's get into it. Amelia Earhart was born in 1897 in Atchison, Kansas. Even as a child, she showed signs of adventure. She climbed trees and built homemade roller coasters. Her path to aviation began in her 20s when she took her first plane ride and instantly fell in love with the sky. In 1932, she became the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic. She also set records for altitude and speed. Beyond the cockpit, she advocated for women's rights and challenged the expectations of her time. By 1937, she was not just a pilot, she was a global celebrity and a symbol of courage. She was ready for the biggest challenge of her life, flying around the world. Her goal was to circumnavigate the globe along the equator, covering about 29,000 miles. With Fred Noonan as her navigator, the two planned to fly through South America, Africa, India, Southeast Asia, and across the Pacific Ocean. Amelia flew a custom Lockheed Electra modified with extra fuel tanks for the long journey. By July 2nd, they had already completed over 22,000 miles and departed from Lae, New Guinea. Their next stop was Howland Island, a small and remote strip of land in the middle of the Pacific. As they approached Howland Island, Amelia reported worsening weather conditions and fuel running low. At 8:43 a.m, she sent her last known radio message. She said they could not find the island and were nearly out of fuel. Then the radio went silent. Despite one of the largest search efforts in aviation history, no wreckage or remains were ever found. The simplest and most widely accepted theory is that Amelia ran out of fuel and crashed into the ocean. Over the years, search teams have scanned thousands of square miles of ocean floor around Howland Island using sonar and deep-sea drones. In 2017, a promising sonar image showed a shape resembling a plane, but later analysis confirmed it was just a rock formation. To this day, no confirmed piece of Amelia's Lockheed Electra has been found in the ocean. Another compelling theory is that Amelia landed on Nikumaroro, a remote coral island about 350 miles southeast of Howland. In 1940, British explorers discovered human bones, a woman's shoe, and pieces of equipment on the island. At the time, the bones were dismissed as not belonging to Amelia. However, a 2018 study reanalyzed the data and claimed the bones more closely matched her physical profile than 99% of the population. The International Group for Historic Aircraft Recovery, known as TGAR, has led multiple expeditions to the island. They found aluminum sheets that could match her plane, as well as glass bottles and remnants of what looked like a makeshift campsite. Still, there is no conclusive evidence, no serial numbers, no confirmed identification that links these discoveries directly to Amelia Earhart. Some believe Amelia and Fred veered off course and landed in Japanese-held territory. According to this theory, they were captured by Japanese forces who suspected them of spying. In 2017, a photo surfaced showing two Western-looking individuals in the Marshall Islands. Some believed the woman in the photo was Amelia. However, researchers later found the image published in a Japanese travel book from 1935, 2 years before her disappearance. Despite this debunking, several eyewitness accounts from the region continue to support the theory. Some claim she was imprisoned and died in custody. A more dramatic theory suggests that Amelia's flight was actually a covert spy mission for the United States. According to this version, the round-the-world flight was a cover for surveillance of Japanese bases in the Pacific. After being captured, some claim she was returned to the United States under a new identity and lived out her life in secret. There is no credible evidence to support this theory, but it remains popular in conspiracy circles and adds even more intrigue to the case. Search efforts have not stopped. Millions of dollars have been spent on high-tech expeditions involving sonar, submersible robots, and satellite data. Teams have followed leads from crash witnesses, island findings, and ocean current modeling. In 2022, a new underwater survey explored areas near Howland Island again. Although nothing was recovered, researchers remain hopeful. Each expedition brings us one step closer to the truth, or at least helps to narrow down the possibilities. Why do we still care so much about this case? Amelia Earhart was more than a pilot. She represented courage, ambition, and the limitless potential of human determination. Her disappearance feels personal to many people, as if we lost a symbol of what is possible. It's not just about where she went, it is about who she was and why the world still hopes for answers. What do you think happened to Amelia Earhart? Did she crash into the sea, survive on a deserted island, or is there more to the story than we know? Let me know in the comments. I read every theory you share. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of history's greatest mysteries, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious.